ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो
ओम नमो
भगवते
भगवते
वासुदेवाय।
वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम नमो
ओम नमो
भगवते
भगवते
वासुदेवाय।
वासुदेवाय।
ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकम्। नमः ओं विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। वन्देहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं साजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यस्य च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासां ततो जायमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवतीरुत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। So revise little bit from 31 onwards until wherever we stopped. We'll just recite the slokas one time and then we'll go back.
Okay.
Idam viviktam japtavyam
Idam viviktam
विविक्तं
japtavyam
जप्तव्यम्
pavitram mangalam param
pavitram
पवित्रं
mangalam
मङ्गलं परम्
nishreyasa karam chapi
निःश्रेयस्या
निःश्रेयसाकरं
च
चापि
श्रूयताम तद्वदामि vaha.
श्रूयतां
श्रूयतां
तद्वदामि
तद्वदामि
वः।
वः।
So this sloka Lord Shiva is telling, please hear carefully and attentively, because I shall chant this mantra, not only transcendental, pure and auspicious, it's the best prayer for anyone who is aspiring to attain the ultimate goal of life. What is our ultimate goal of life?
Back to Godhead.
Back to God, Krishna Prema. So that Lord Shiva is guaranteeing. So what more guarantee you want? So let's chant. मैत्रेय उवाच
मैत्रेय उवाच
मैत्रेयवाच
इति अनुक्रोशा हृदयो
इति
इति
अनुक्रोशा
अनुक्रोशा
हृदयो
हृदयो
भगवान् आहताञ्चिवः
भगवान्
भगवान्
आहताञ्चिवा
बद्धाञ्जलिन् राजपुत्रान्
Baddhanjali Rajaputram
Narayana Paro Vachaha.
Narayana Paro Vachaha.
So Maitreya is telling, Lord Shiva is now reciting, and with folded hands, Rajaputra, all the sons of Prachetas, the sons of Barhishat, they were standing to hear attentively. The net is little slow, I think it is taking little. Sri Rudra Uvacha
Shri Rudra Uvacha
Jitam ta Atma Vidvarya
Jitam ta Atma Vidvarya
Swastaye Swastirastu me
Swastaye Swastirastu me
Bhavatarādāṣā rādham
Bhavataradasharadham
Sarvasma Atmane Namaha.
Sarvasma Atmane Namaha.
So I'm not going into each sloka, only the new slokas I will touch. Nama Pankajanaಭಾಯ
Nama Pankajanaಭಾಯ
Bhuta Sukshmendriyatmane
Bhuta Sukshmendriyatmane
Vasudevaya Santaya
Vasudevaya Santaya
Kutastaya Swarochise.
Kutasthaya Swarochise.
You want to say one more time?
Yes.
Nama Pankajanaಭಾಯ
Nama Pankajanaಭಾಯ
Bhuta Sukshmendriyatmane
Bhuta Sukshmendriyatmane
Vasudevaya Santaya
Vasudevaya Santaya
Kutastaya Swarochise.
Kutasthaya Swarochise.
Sankarshanaya Sukshmaya
Sankarshanaya Sukshmaya
Durantayantakaya cha
Durantayantakaya cha
Namo Vishwaprabodhaya
Namo Vishwaprabodhaya
Pradyumnaya Antaratmane
Pradyumnayantaratmane
Sankarshanaya Sukshmaya
Sankarshanaya Sukshmaya
Durantayantakaya cha
Durantayantakaya cha
Namo Vishwaprabodhaya
Namo Vishwaprabodhaya
Pradyumnayantaratmane.
Pradyumnayantaratmane.
Now, these names of Krishna, when Shiva is reciting, it's not like randomly is choosing some 1,000 names Krishna has. I can choose any name like that, and is not simply saying like that. He is saying because he knows the Lord very, very closely. And what is Lord Shiva's role in this world? Annihilation, right? So, Sankarshana is the form of the Lord. The first 4 quadruple expansions happens through Sankarshana. So, Sankarshana, see what he is saying, Sankarshanaya Sukshmaya. So, he is the minute person. He enters into every single material ingredient also. Okay. Duranta Antakaya cha means, Antakaya means one who disintegrates. So we all think that Shiva is doing the disintegration, but actually he is saying what? Sankarshana is the one who is doing it. And that is why he is doing meditation on Sankarshana. to do this, to empower him to complete this task. So one should not misunderstand or get confused Lord Shiva's position. Just like everybody, they say the starting puja should be offered to Ganesha. But where is Ganesha getting his power from? From Lord Narasimha. Tavakara Kamalavare. We sing all that prayers, right? So the same way here, Lord Shiva also is saying, I am not annihilating on my own. I am getting the strength from Sankarshana, who is actually giving the power to disintegrate this entire universe. Okay, so these personalities are actually introducing. See, Prabhupada explains how Vasudeva, Sankarshana, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, these are all the quadruple expansions. We spoke about it.
Did we do the meaning of this?
Yeah, we did. Namo Namo Aniruddhaya.
Namo Namo
Namo
Aniruddhaya.
Aniruddhaya.
ऋषिकेन्द्रियात्मने
Rishikeendriyatmane.
नमः परमहंसाय
Nama Paramahamsaya.
Paramhamsaya.
पूर्णाय निवृतात्मने.
Purnaya
Purnaya
Nivritatmane.
Nivritatmane.
Okay, now here the Lord is saying, my Lord, as a supreme directing deity, as Aniruddha, you are the master of the senses and the mind. I therefore offer my obeisances unto you again and again. You are known as Ananta as well as Sankarshana because of your ability to destroy the whole creation by the blazing fire from your mouth. See, he's clarifying again. Who's doing the destruction? Through Sankarshana, he is spreading the fire. He is spreading that fire. Then Shiva, with his Tandava Nritya, he will spread that fire into all the 14 lokas. And then he will have to do the demolition of the entire creation that is happening. So people generally do not have this kind of information. They think some big bang or black hole theory, scientists will tell all these things. That's how one star is eating up another star, and that's how the entire universe will finally finish. That's how they think. But beyond that, there is all these things in the background are happening. Whether you understand or we don't understand, this Maitreya Rishi got to see everything in person. People ask, have you seen it? So Maitreya Rishi is the one who is speaking all this. He says, yes, I have seen it. Because he was given that power. He asked for it and he saw it. Not only the annihilation, he also saw the creation. Both he saw. That is the desire he had. I want to see when everything is finished, how Krishna, you're sleeping on the banyan leaf and you're sucking your thumb. I want to see that form also. So Maitreya Rishi got to see that also. So here he's describing his journey with Lord Shiva. You can stop anytime and ask any questions if you have. So Nibhritatmane means one who is beyond this material world. Swargapavarga dvaraya
Vargapavargadvaraya.
Nityam Suchisade Namaha.
Nityam
Nityam
Suchisade
Suchisade
Namaha.
Namaha.
Namo Hiranya Viryaya
Namo
Namo
Hiranya
Hiranyaviriya.
Viryaya.
Chatur Hotraya Tantave.
Chaturhotraya
Chaturhotraya
Tantave.
Tantave.
So here Krishna, Shiva is confirming. We read that in the yesterday's sloka, 15th chapter, how Krishna is the Aham Bija Pradapita. I am the original seed giving father, right? We yesterday's Bhagavad Gita, we heard Krishna is saying, and here Shiva is saying, what is he saying? Let's see. My Lord, O Aniruddha, you are the authority by which the doors of higher planetary and liberation are opened. You are always within the pure heart of the living entity. Therefore, I offer my obeisances unto you. You are the possessor of semen, which is like gold, and thus, in the form of fire, you help the Vedic sacrifices, beginning with Chaturhotra. Therefore, I offer my obeisances unto you. So, Krishna also has another name called Mukunda. See, Brahma doesn't have, Shiva doesn't have. They cannot give mukti. We know all the asuras, they approach these Brahma and Shiva also. They can give everything, but one blessing they cannot give. What is that? Liberation. Mukti they cannot give. That is why one name, Mukunda, Muktidhayaka Mukunda. Only Mukunda can give that mukti. That is why he is called Mukunda. So Shiva is confirming, you are the only one, Swarga Pavarga Dwaraya. That Dwara, see, suppose there are 100 doors. You can, let's say you can open all the doors, but one door you cannot open because that door is locked from inside. So that inside door, Krishna only can open. So that is why it's called Mukunda. Now, he is also confirming he is the possessor of the semen. The bija, what Krishna says, aham bija prada pita. I am the original father and I give the bija, the seed, to all the living entities. That means that same point Lord Shiva is confirming here. And here he is addressing him as Aniruddha. Why? Because Sankarshana, Aniruddha, Pradyumna. You see, another word he also used Pradyumna. These are the quadruple expansions. So Lord Shiva is using these 4 words to address Krishna. Even though we can say Krishna, but he knows the finer difference. Each person what they are doing differently in this expansion. But they're all one person only. Supreme Personality of Godhead. Nama Urja Ishetrayaha
Nama Urja Ishetraya
Pataye Yajnaretase
Pataye
Pataye
Yajnaretase
Yajnarese
Triptidaya cha Jivanam
Triptidaya cha
Triptidaya
Jivanam
Namah Sarvarasatmane.
Namah
Namah
Sarvarasatmane.
Sarvarasatmane.
One more
My
time we'll
Lord.
chant. One more time.
Sure. Nama Urja Ishetrayaha
Nama Urja Isetrayaha
Traya
Pataye Yajnaretase
Pataye
Pataye
Yajnaretase
Yajnaretase
Triptidaya cha Jivanam
Triptidaya cha Jivanam
Jivanam
Namah Sarvarasatmane.
Namah Sarvarasatmane.
My Lord, you are the provider of Pitrulokas as well as all the demigods. You are the predominating deity of the moon and the master of all the Vedas. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you because you are the original source of satisfaction for all living entities. So, generally, people try to give a very impersonal angle to Krishna. So many people might be accepting Bhagavad Gita also. They will talk about Paramatma also. They will say, oh, Lord in the heart, everything they will tell. But, like yesterday, we met somebody who came, they said they are from Swadhyaya, some group. They are also reading Bhagavad Gita, they are teaching Bhagavad Gita. But when you ask them, who is Bhagavan, they are confused. Right at that point, they're reading Bhagavad Gita, they're teaching Bhagavad Gita also. But you ask one point, who is Bhagavan? They don't know. Oh, they become so confused. They'll say Lord in the heart, they'll say so many things, but they cannot say, accept that Krishna is a supreme personality of Godhead. That one word they cannot say.
They feel that Krishna and the person Bhagwan are
Are
two
different.
different entities.
They don't
They
know.
think that this Krishna is not that Bhagwan.
See,
Inside this
they are
Krishna,
so confused. They say, nowhere in the Bhagavad Gita do you find Krishna his name is used. Everywhere it is used, Bhagwan, Bhagwan, Bhagwan. But there is no Krishna. So how can Krishna be Bhagwan?
through Krishna, Bhagwan was talking. That is their understanding. Through Krishna, Bhagwan is talking. And so that means that Bhagwan is a different entity and Krishna is a
Krishna
different
is.
entity. So
So
you
they cannot
understand how this
comprehend.
the
They cannot comprehend the point that how Krishna has unlimited parasya shaktir vividheva sruyate. Krishna has unlimited potencies, and the material aspect, the material energy itself, what Krishna he showed in his Vishwarupa, he says ekam senastito jagat. Not even 1% of my energy that I am showing you. So people cannot understand unless you are blessed and coming from the understanding of Guru Parampara, you will not be able to uh, understand this concept. How Krishna he expands into so many Vishnu tattvas. Again, there is a difference when Krishna is expanding into all the devatas and jivas. We are not Vishnu tattva. Vishnu tattva is different. All the Vishnu tattva, even though is expanded as millions of forms, is one person. But to do a different activity, he chose to expand in that form, but he is one person. It is at the same time he has expanded into many. So same time he is many, same time he is one. This is the Achintya Beda Abheda Tattva. So one should not be confused that devatas are also expansions of Krishna and they are equal to Krishna. No, they are not. Devatas
and
have been given, they are jivas who have been given limited powers only to execute that role, that function. Hope I am clear.
yeah, I want to make a point that see, people, we are not criticizing anyone over here and not to take it in that way. We are just saying that how lucky we are that Prabhupada has explained us so perfectly, the fine, see, we can understand Krishna, but the fine details are also very important to understand. And Prabhupada is so expert in making us understand these fine details also. So, we pray for those people also that, that they
They
should
come to
also
the correct
understand.
understanding. Yeah.
Yeah.
So all the tastes are coming from the moon planet, it says. So the presiding deity of moon is Aniruddha.
Mhm.
Sarvasatvatma dehaya
Sarvasatvatma
Sarvasatma
dehaya
Deva
visheshaya
विशेषाय
Shaya
tvaviyase
स्वहीयसे
visheshaya staviyase
Vise
taviyase
taviyase
स्तभीयसे
visheshaya staviyase
visheshaya
विशेषाय
staviyase
स्तवीयसे
Vastaviyase
namastrailokya palaya
namastrailokya palaya
नमस्त्रैलोक्यपालाय
saha oja balaya cha
saha
सह
oja balaya
ऊर्जाबलाय
sacha
च
sarvasatvatma dehaya
sarvasatvatma
Sarvasatma
सर्वसत्मदेहाय
dehaya
Dehaya
visheshaya staviyase
visheshaya
विशेषाय
staviyase
स्तवीयसे
namastrailokya palaya
namastrailokya palaya
नमस्त्रैलोक्यपालाय
saha oja balaya cha.
saha
सह
oja balaya cha.
ऊर्जाबलाय च
Balaya
My dear Lord, you are the gigantic universal form which contains all the individual bodies of the living entities. You are the maintainer of the three worlds, and as such, you maintain the mind, senses, body, and air of life within them. I therefore offer my respectful obeisances unto you. So here he's talking about the Vishwarupa. We just said how, like in the Vishwarupa, he has expanded. So he is in the Vishwarupa, everything is contained in that, right? So all the living entities, including the Devatas, everybody is maintained by the Supreme Lord, including our body, our senses, our air, everything, air of life, everything is maintained by this Virat Rupa.
Basically, the whole mantra till now is glorifying the Lord and his different energies and different, aspects of him.
Yes.
Wow.
See, Lord Shiva is offering his praise in so many different ways in order to show living entities how to engage in devotional service to the Lord. That is the reason.
Basically, his understanding.
Yes. Arthalingaya nabase.
Arthalingaya
Kalingaya
nabase.
nabase.
Namo antarbhiratmane.
Namo
Namo
antarbhiratmane.
Antarbhiratmane.
Namah punyaya lokaya.
Namaha punyaya
Namo
Punyaya
lokaya.
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 Amushme bhuri varchase.
Amushme
Amushmai
bhuri
bhuri
varchase.
Varchase.
Arthalingaya nabase.
Arthalingaya
Arthalingaya
nabase.
nabase.
Namaste.
Namo antarbhiratmane.
Namo
Namo
antarbhiratmane.
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 Namah punyaya lokaya.
Nama
Namo
punyaya
Namo
punyaya
lokaya.
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 Amusme bhuri varchase.
Amushme
Amushmai bhuri
bhuri
Amushme Bhuri
varchase.
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 My dear Lord, by expanding your transcendental vibrations, you reveal the actual meaning of everything. You are the all pervading sky within and without. You are the ultimate goal of pious activities executed both within this world, material world, and beyond it. I therefore offer my respectful obeisances again and again unto you. So Lord Shiva is explaining how he is present to all of us through his transcendental vibration. What is the transcendental vibration? The holy name. So Lord
Hare
Shiva is
Krishna Mahamantra.
confirming through Shabda Brahman. This is also called Shabda Brahman, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So the same slokas, in the 13th chapter, it is confirmed 1334, 910. It's the same thing. Prabhupada is quoting 10, 12. The same meaning is conveyed. Pravruttaya nivruttaya.
Pravruttaya
Pravrittaya
nivruttaya.
nivrittaya.
Pitrudevaya karmane.
Pitrudevaya
Pitrudevaya
karmane.
Pitrudevaya
karmane.
karmane.
Namo dharma vipakaya.
Namo
Namo
dharma
Namo
dharma
Dharma
vipakaya.
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 Mrutyave dukkadaya cha.
Nrityave
Mritve
Mrityave
dukkadaya
dukkadaya
cha.
cha.
Dukkhadaya.
Pravruttaya nivruttaya.
Pravruttaya
Pravrittaya
Pravrittaya
nivruttaya.
nivrittaya.
Nivrittaya.
Pitrudevaya karmane.
Pitrudevaya
Pitrudevaya
karmane.
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 Namo dharma vipakaya.
Namo
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 dharma
dharmane
Dharma
vipakaya.
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 Mrutyave dukkadaya cha.
Mrityave
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 dukkadaya
dukkadaya
cha.
cha.
Dukkhadaya cha.
It is Namo Adharma Vipakaya.
Vipakaya. Yeah.
It is
Namo
Adharma.
Yeah.
Namo Dharma
And
Vijaya.
when you say together, it sounds like
Namo dharma.
dharma.
Namo
Yeah.
dharma. Okay.
When you read it individually, it's adharma.
Adharma. Okay, okay. Okay.
My dear Lord, you are the viewer of the results of pious activities. You are inclination, disinclination, and their resultant activities. You are the cause of the miserable conditions of life caused by irreligion, and therefore your death. I offer you my respectful obeisances. Like yesterday's point, you had a question. So you mean to say everything, even irreligion, is coming from Krishna? Here, Lord Shiva is confirming. But if you are in that path, then the mrityu, the consequence also you are taking. That also is confirming here. Therefore, you are the death to such a person. Understand? You are the cause of both miserable conditions of life caused by irreligion, and therefore your death, if you choose that. So Jiva is called Tatashta Shakti. Tatashta Shakti means Jiva always has the choice. You want to be under the material influence, under the influence of spiritual energy. Jiva has choice. The moment you choose to be under the influence of material influence, nature, then all the other things that are associated with material energy will be coming to you. Then Krishna is not personally involved in that. Krishna becomes impersonal. That algorithm will work. But you choose to be on the influence of spiritual energy, then Krishna personally becomes involved. That is the difference. So this is what Tatashta Shakti means. So Jiva always has the choice. Don't think that today I have choice, tomorrow I don't have choice. No. Tomorrow also you have choice. At any condition of life, you have choice. You want to surrender to Krishna, you have choice. Under any condition. But both situations are created, both the energies are the divine energy of Krishna only. Daiviyesha gunamayi mama maya. This maya is also mama maya. My maya, this is. Beyond this, I have another one. Parastasmat bhavo anyat. Bhava anyat. Anya bhava is there. That is also there, but that is also mine. Krishna is saying. So that Shiva is confirming here. Namasta Asisham Isha.
Namasta
Namaste,
Asisham
Asisham,
Isha.
Isha.
Namasta Asisham Isha.
Namasta
Namaste,
Asisham
Asisham,
Isha.
Isha.
Manave Karanatmane.
Manave
Manave,
Kanatmanave.
Namo Dharmaya Bruhate.
Namo
Namo
Dharmaya
Dharmaya
Brihate.
Brahate.
Namo Dharmaya Bruhate.
Namo
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 Dharmaya
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 Brihate.
Brahate.
Brahate.
Krishnaya Kuntamedashe.
Krishnaya
Krishnaya
Kunta
Krishnaya
Kuntamedase.
Medase.
Purusha, Purushaya Puranaya.
Purushaya
Purushaya
Puranaya.
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 Sankhya Yogeshwaraya Cha.
Sankhya
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 Yogeshwaraya
Yogeshwaraya
Cha.
Yogeshwaraya
Cha.
Cha.
So Krishna's name is Yogeshwara. Shiva has one more name, you know. What is that?
Ishvara.
Yogeshwara.
Yogi.
Yogeshwara.
What is the difference? One who gave the yoga system is Yogeshwara. One who perfected the yoga system is Yogeshwara.
Okay.
So both have similar names. They have many similar names like that, Lord Shiva and Krishna. So this is one.
Shiva is also called Ishvara, but Krishna is called Parameshvara. But
Yes.
Shiva is also called Parameshvara.
He's also called Parameshwara.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. So many names are there. Maheshwara. This is Maheshwara.
Maheshwara is for Shivji.
Shivji.
Yeah. But that name Maheshwara is not for Krishna, doesn't have that.
That's true.
Yeah.
My dear Lord, you are the topmost of all bestowers of all benediction, the oldest and supreme enjoyer amongst all enjoyers. You are the master of all worlds, metaphysical philosophy. For you are the supreme cause of all causes, Lord Krishna. You are the greatest of all religious principles, the supreme mind. You have a brain which is never checked by any condition. Therefore, I repeatedly offer my obeisances unto you. It's a beautiful meaning. You want to repeat one more time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Namasta Asisham Isha
Namasta
Namaste
Asisham
Asisham
Isha
Isha.
Manave Karanatmane
Manave
Manave
Karanatmane
Karanatmane.
Namo Dharmaya Bruhate
Namo
Namo
Dharmaya
Dharmaya
Brahate
Brahate.
Krishnaya Kuntamedhashe
Krishnaya
Krishnaya
Kunta Medasite
Medhase.
Purushaya Puranaya
Purushaya
Purushaya
Puranaya
Puranaya.
Sankhya Yogeshwaraya Cha.
Sankhya
Sankhya
Yogeshwaraya
Yogeshwaraya
Cha.
Cha.
Actually, so many words are also from either from
Gita.
Kunti prayers or
Also,
also
yes,
from
Kunti prayers also match.
Kunti prayers, and also Brahma Samhita. Also, many words are from there. Same
Correct.
words.
Shaktitraya Sametaya
Shakti Traya
Shaktitraya
Sametaya.
Samaya.
Shaktitraya Sametaya
Shakti
Shaktitraya
Traya
Sametaya.
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 Tushe Ahankrutatmane
Mudhu se
Vidushe
ahankratatmane.
Ahankratatmane.
Midhushe
Midhu se
Vidushe
Ahankrutatmane
ahankratatmane.
Ahankratatmane.
Cheta Akuti Rupaya
Cheta
Cheta
Akuti
Akurupaya.
Rupaya.
Cheta Akuti Rupaya
Cheta
Cheta
Akuti Rupaya.
Akurupaya.
Namo Vacho Vibhutaye.
Namo
Namo
Vacho
Namo
Vasho
Vibhutaye.
Vibhutaye.
One more time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shaktitraya Sametaya
Shakti Traya
Shaktitraya
Sametaya.
Sametaya.
Midhushe Ahankrutatmane
Midhu se
Vidushe
Vidhushe
ahankratatmane.
Ahankratatmane.
Cheta Akuti Rupaya
Cheta
Cheta
Akuti
Namo
Rupaya.
Akurupaya.
Vacho Vibhutaye.
Namo
Namo
Vacho
Vasho
Vibhutaye.
Vibhutaye.
My dear Lord, you are the supreme controller of the worker, the sense activities, and the results of sense activities, karma. Therefore, you are the controller of body, mind, and senses. You are also the supreme controller of egotism, known as Rudra. You are the source of knowledge and activities of Vedic injunctions. So, if you all know how Lord Shiva came out from Brahma's anger, Brahma's forehead, Lord Shiva comes out. So, it's the ego of Brahma that he actually manifested. So, Shiva also represents ego, which is the first uh, of the Brahmanda, Mahat Tattva, the first entity, everything comes out is from the ego. So after ego, then there is buddhi and then manas. And then finer elements come out. And then grosser elements The most fine to grossest is the process of evolution. From the Mahat Tattva it comes. So for all the finest things, it is of the Brahmanda Mahat Tattva Padartha, it is the Ahankar. So from Ahankar comes out Buddhi. From Buddhi comes out Manas. So from Manas comes ether. And from ether comes air. And from air comes fire. And from fire comes water. And from water comes earth. That's how it all the elements come out one by one. So here Rudra is the finest of all the elements, and that is coming from Krishna. Darshanam no didrikshunam.
Darshanam no didrikshu.
Darshanam no didrikshunam.
Darshanam
Darshanam
no
no
vidridyukshunam.
didrikshunam.
Dehi bhagavatarchitam.
Dehi
Dehi
bhagavatarchitam.
bhagavatarchitam.
Rupam priyatmam swanam.
Rupam
Rupam
priyatmam
priyatmam
swanam.
swanam.
Sarvendriya gunanjanam.
Sarvendriya
Sarvendriya
gunanjanam.
gunanjanam.
Darshanam no didrikshunam.
Darshanam
Darshanam
no
no didrikshunam.
dvidukshunam.
Dehi bhagavatarchitam.
Dehi
Dehi
bhagavatarchitam.
bhagavatarchitam.
Rupam priyatmam swanam.
Rupam
Rupam
priyatmam
priyatmam
swanam.
no.
Sarvendriya gunanjanam.
Sarvendriya
Sarvendriya
gunanjanam.
gunanjanam.
My dear Lord, I wish to see you exactly in the form that your very dear devotees worship. You have many other forms, but I wish to see your form that is especially liked by the devotees. Please be merciful upon me and show me that form, for only what form,
Only that form.
only that form worshipped by the devotees can perfectly satisfy all the demands of the senses. You see, Lord Shiva is so expertly asking, he's not telling specifically, show me this form of yours. He's saying, okay, what do all the devotees like to see? That form you show me, because you have so many forms. Show me that form which all the devotees are hankering to see.
Also, it's another way of praising that particular form,
Yes.
right? It's giving description of that form.
And then by that form, all the senses are satisfied. And what is that name of the form?
Krishna,
Rishikesha.
Rishikesha.
It satisfies all the senses.
Okay, that is, yeah, correct.
Snigdha pravruddha ghana shyamam.
Snigdha pravritta ghanashyamam.
Sarva saundharya sangraham.
Sarva
Saundharya
saundarya sangramam.
Sangraham.
Sangraham.
Snigdha pravruddha ghana shyamam.
Snigdha
Pravritta
pravritta
ghanashyamam.
ghanashyamam.
Sarva saundharya sangraham.
Sarva
Saundharya
saundarya sangraham.
Charva ayata chaturbahu.
Charva ayata chaturbahu.
Sujata ruchinananam.
Sujata ruchirananam.
Padmakosha palasaksham.
Padmakosha palakshasham.
Sundara bhru Sunasikam
Sundarabhuru
Nasikam
Nakshikam
Tudvijam Sukapolasyam
Sudvijam
Sudvijam
Sukapolasyam
Sukapolasyam
Samakarna Vibhushanam
Samakarna
Karnavibhushanam
Vibhushanam
Snigdha Pravruddha Ganashyamam
Nigdha
Siddha Pravruddha
Pravritta
Ganashyamam
Ganashyamam
Sarva Saundarya Sangraham
Sarva
Sarvasaundarya
Saundarya
Sangraham
Sangraham
Charvayat Yayata Chaturbahu
Charvakaya
Charvayata
Chaturbahu
Chaturbahu
Sujata Ruchirananam
Sujata Ruchirananam
Padmakosha Palasakam Pasalakam
Padmakosha Palakshaksham
Padmakosha Palasaksham
Padmakosha
Padmakosha Palakshaksham
Palakshaksham. No, didn't get that
Saksham
word. Saksham.
Palasaksham
Palasaksham. Okay.
hmm. Padmakosha Palasaksham
Padmakosha Palakshaksham.
Sundara Bhrusunasikam
Sundara
Sundarabhru
Sunakshikam.
Sunaksham
Sudvijam Sukapolasyam
Sudvijam
Vijam Sukha
Sukapolaksham.
Tamakarna Vibhushanam.
Samakarna Vibhushanam.
Yeah. So the Lord's beauty resembles a dark cloud during the rainy season, Shyamasundara. As the rainfall glistens, his bodily features also glisten, means shines,
Sign.
shining. He is the sum total of all beauty. The Lord has 4 arms and an exquisitely beautiful face with eyes like lotus petals and a beautifully high raised nose, a mind attracting smile, a beautiful forehead, and equally beautiful and fully decorated ears. So he's describing the Lord in detail. So, how can somebody think the Lord is impersonal? Nirakaram. Brahman is Nirakaram. Nirakara Brahman. So that is not the last word of Bhagavan. That is not what Shiva thinks. That's not what Brahma thinks. But then there are so many people who think that the last word of Bhagavan means Nirakara Brahman. You merge into nothing. The Lord has no face, the Lord has no legs, the Lord has no mouth. No. So wonderful description is giving Lord Shiva of every part of his body. How can somebody think Nirakara Brahman is a final word? That is a misunderstanding. Should we continue or we can stop
I
here?
think we can stop here. How many shlokas? We did quite a
Oh,
bit now.
yeah,
Yeah, and yeah, I was thinking the
stop
same
here.
thing. Yeah,
We can stop here.
actually, yeah. Maybe you can explain little more any other point or anybody else wants to ask anything.
Any
We can have,
questions? Yeah.
yeah. But my question is there that we are thinking, means I was expecting that he will be describing Krishna
Good.
in two-handed form actually. But he is saying that he has 4 hands, so he's
Yes, that is also
describing
Krishna's
actually,
form. That's
huh?
Krishna. That's also Krishna's form.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that the Vishnu form, 4-handed form, we have
Because who is Shiva's Lord?
Vishnu.
Vishnu.
Sankarsana. He told no.
Ah, Sankarsana, like that. Okay,
Yeah. So
okay,
he is
okay,
meditating on the 4-handed form.
okay, okay,
So he is asking for that form to be shown.
okay, okay. Oh, So you can tell a little bit about the Sankarshana and the other forms, like how maybe many of them, everybody knows about the quadruple expansion Prabhu is talking about, or do you want him to explain? If you haven't heard before, then he can explain. Anybody?
You should
Yeah.
explain.
Yes,
Let us hear more about him, no?
Yeah, I
Let
think
us
you can
hear in
explain.
detail.
You can close this and you can just explain.
Sure.
Close the.
So it is a long topic, but I can tell in a brief way. So there are three main energies of Krishna, spiritual energies in the spiritual world. So one energy is called the creative energy. The second energy is his internal potency called Yoga Maya. And the third energy is called his pleasure potency. So these are three main energies. So each energy, Krishna gives in charge. There is a personality behind each energy. It is like when we hear everything, we say it's a thing. In the material world, we say everything is a thing. But in the spiritual world, there is nothing called as a thing. Everything is a personality. Everything is a person. So, like for example, if you say gravity, we think it is gravity is a thing. But they don't know that behind that thing also there is a person who is in charge of that gravity. So, like that, in the spiritual world, when Krishna wants to expand even spiritual planets, so that expansion work, the first person he has given in charge is to Balaram. So any activity of both spiritual world or material world for creation is given in charge to Balaram. This is in Sanskrit also called Samvit potency. Samvit. It's called creative potency. So in the spiritual world also, the Vaikuntha lokas are expanding continuously. It's expanding. New Vaikuntha lokas are being formed continuously, and it is expanding. So now, how Balaram continues the expansion? He is not doing personally. So what Balaram does, he expands through quadruple expansion. Quadruple means in sets of four. In sets of four, he expands. So first expansion from Balaram in the Samvit potency for the purpose of creation, he does four expansions. Sankarshana, Aniruddha, Pradyumna, Vasudeva. These are the four expansions. Sankarshana, Aniruddha, Pradyumna, Vasudeva. Now, this Sankarshana, again, each one of them, this Sankarshana again has four quadruple expansions. Aniruddha again has four quadruple expansions. Same with Pradyumna and Vasudeva also. They continue expanding like that. Now the first 24 set of expansions are described in the Bhagavatam. They are holding Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma in a particular order. And the cyclic pattern is also given. So when the Shankha is in one hand, Chakra is in another hand. So there are combination, right? Four combination, permutation combination. If you do, you'll get 24. So all the 24 Vishnus are described how they are even holding their weapons in the hands. Beyond that, it is not described. So I don't know also. So only that much I know. But now Sankarshana, when he enters into this material world, that same Sankarshana is called Mahavishnu. That's the first expansion. And Mahavishnu, then Garbhodasakai Vishnu, and the third is Kshirodasakai Vishnu. And Kshirodasakai Vishnu is the one who is in the Kshira Sagara, and is also sitting in every one of our heart. And the second Vishnu, Garbhodasakai Vishnu, from his navel, the lotus stem is coming, and all the bubble, Brahmanda bubble is created, and he is doing the Srishti there. So there is for each bubble, there is one Brahma, and all the devatas, and this Mahavishnu is outside these bubbles, and Sadashiv is also outside the bubbles. But for every bubble, again, there are Rudras. All the Rudras are doing the demolition. Just like Brahma is doing the demolition, all the Rudra expansions are doing the demolition. You're on mute.
Brahma is doing creation.
Brahma is doing creation, sorry.
Hmm.
And Rudra is doing the demolition.
Mhm.
So like that, Sankarshana also becomes the Ananta Sesha. Even though he came as Mahavishnu, Sankarshana also expands as Ananta Sesha. He is also called Sankarshana. So ultimately, all these first expansions of Sankarshana are referred to as Balaram. So that is in short the answer.
So, and here in this in these prayers, Shiva is
Exactly.
referring to all of these because they are the basic from where everything started.
Yes,
So he's praying to that personality.
correct.
So which form did he frame, with the four-handed or Vishwarupa, or four-handed or
No,
two-handed?
not Vishwarupa.
No form.
Vishwarupa is actually Prabhupada describes as a material form, meaning all the material Mahat Tattva, if you put or assemble all together, is called Virat Rupa. So Shiva is not talking about Virat Rupa. He is talking about Sankarshana form. Sankarshana, Aniruddha, Pradyumna. He is talking about these forms.
Okay. So that's two-handed forms, like normal.
Four-handed.
Four-handed.
Four-handed. Sorry, four-handed.
Yeah,
Four-handed.
that's what I was saying, no, just now, that I was expecting that he will be talking about the two-handed, but he's talking about the four-handed form because he's meditating on Sankarshana all the time.
And
So that is
all
why.
the time, if you see all pictures of Shiva, he's always in meditation because he's meditating on Sankarshana form of the Lord for destruction.
The thing is that we are not even able to do chanting or meditation for little time. Just imagine, Shivji
He's
is continuously,
constantly,
constantly. I mean, there's not time only. It's like
no break.
Ananta
He
time.
doesn't want to be disturbed. Anybody comes to him and he, oh, please give me this, take and go. I have no time to understand whether it's good or bad for you. Take it, take it, take it and go. So he's also called Bolanath. Means very Bola.
Yeah.
But he's not Bola. He doesn't want to be disturbed in his meditation to Vishnu. But if any devotee comes, he is completely, he gives his entire heart. There's a beautiful, he has a very best friend actually. Chitraketu Maharaj is his very good friend. In fact, to have conversations with Chitraketu Maharaj, uh, Shiva sends an aeroplane to bring him. He
Oh.
sends aeroplane to bring him. Come, come, come. Just like how you want to call your best friend for chai. अभी चाय का टाइम हो गया, अभी बात करते हैं, chit chat. Like that, Chitraketu Maharaj is such a great friend. Why? Because he wants to discuss about Bhagavat, about Krishna.
And those
That's
who don't know about Chitraketu Maharaj, he's the same devotee. We told that story, right? Once that he once wanted a child and he was not getting, you remember? And then the baby died and then he wakes up.
5-year-old.
You all remember, right? Chitraketu Maharaj is that devotee whose child gets up and he was very attached to his child. But the baby dies, and then when some devotee helps to, revive him, then
Angira.
the baby tells, gets up and he tells that, who are you? Then he says, I'm your father. She is your mother. Then he says,
అది
but which?
బతికిస్తే మళ్ళీ అడుగుతారు నన్ను నన్ను ఎందుకు
ఏ
బతికిచ్చారు
జన్మ
అని అడుగుతాడు అదే
Ah,
ఏ
కదా
జన్మలో
అదే
ఏ జన్మలో
నారదుడు
తండ్రి ఏ
which
జన్మలో
janma? Parents from which
ఎన్ని
janma?
జన్మలు ఏ జన్మలో తండ్రి మీరు విన్నాం
Ah,
బ్రదర్ స్టోరీ
correct. Our story, Atanu, he was so attached to his son. But after hearing from that, devotee, that child, then he is completely
అది విని
renounced.
ఆయనకి వైరాగ్యం వస్తుంది అప్పుడు కదా అప్పుడు
Appudu, that great devotee, he is a friend of Shivji.
శివ
Yeah.
So
yeah.
one time when Chitraketu Maharaj was going and listening Bhagavad Pravachan from Shiva, can you imagine? Shiva giving Bhagavad Pravachan, and Chitraketu Maharaj also was there. He went, and then he was talking about the intimate pastimes of Radha and Krishna. And he had Parvati sitting on the lap, on his lap. So then he was addressing Krishna's wonderful qualities, and then he says this can be understood only by Vairagi, completely who's renounced from everything. So immediately he gets hasi aata hai. He feels laughing. Are you are saying Vairagi, and you yourself are having your wife on your lap. What kind of Vairagi are you? He's thinking like that. Just for a second, that thought crossed his mind. Then Parvati sees. Then immediately she says, "You have a demoniac mentality. I know what thought is going on in your mind. You are thinking Shiva is enjoying with his wife. That's the thought you have in your mind. That is demoniac. So you better become a demon. You have no right to sit in this assembly of devotees." Like that, immediately Parvati curses him. Then Shiva says, "Arre, what you are doing? He's my dear devotee. He's my bhakta, very nice devotee. Why did you curse him?" Oh my God. I misunderstood. I thought he is ridiculing you. He said, "No, he's not ridiculing me. He just got that, he felt funny because it is like a viparita. It is like a contradiction that Shiva is talking about renunciation, and he could not put the two together. Even though you are sitting on my lap, he didn't know I'm still renounced. He did not, he knew, but still it was very funny for him, so he laughed. So he's not being offensive. Then Shiva explains like that. Then Parvati says, "Okay, all right. Even if you become a demon, you'll still be a devotee. In the demon's body also you'll be a devotee." Like that, she will convert the curse. So then he will become Vrutsasura. That also is an interesting story. Vrutsasura, he becomes, actually the demons were doing yajna to create one demon who can kill Indra. So while they were chanting one mantra, the mantra comes out wrong pronunciation. Pronunciation is wrong. Instead of saying Indra's enemy, it comes out as, meaning comes out as Indra's friend should be born. So this great Vrutsasura demon will come out of that yajna. But then he's not an enemy of Indra. He's a friend of Indra. So, but Indra is thinking, oh my God, this guy came out of this yajna, he will kill me. So he was not able to kill Vrutsasura. Then Vrutsasura starts preaching to Indra. Arey, my dear brother, you are my brother only. Don't try to kill me. Even if you try to kill me, you cannot kill me. I have a special blessing, and I only have to tell you how you can kill me. So like that, then there's a lot of conversation happens. All that is there in the Bhagavatam. I think it's 7th canto. It's beautiful.
The seventh canto, nahi, not seventh.
7th canto is Prahlad's.
Prahlad's, yeah. I don't know. 8th canto maybe.
Maybe.
7th is about, yeah, Prahlad Maharaj only. Yeah.
Maybe before or after that.
Hmm.
So finally, that in that story, Vrutsasura says, the only way you can kill me is if you can get the bones of this great sage called the Dichi. So only then you make a weapon out of that, then you can kill me. Then of course Indra goes, begs the Dichi, and the Dichi says, why I should give you my bones? That means I should die for you. You give me what you have. Then he says, okay, tell me what you want. Interestingly, he's not asking for money. He's
Material
asking
benefit.
what? No material benefit. He's asking how much ever you know about Krishna, you tell me. Then I'm ready to give my bones. You can take my bones. So with his bones, Vajrayudha is made. And with Vajrayudha, Utsasra is killed. Like that. So that's the story.
And with that Vajrayudha, he also tries to do something else, right? Did he give that Vajrayudha to Arjun? No, he didn't give that one.
No. He gives a Shakti weapon to Karna. And then
Hey. No.
Shakti he gives to Arjuna, Karna.
Indra won't give, no? Surya will give.
Indra
gives.
Because he gave the Kamandalu, no?
I don't know that story.
Swarna Kamandalu he gives, right? Karna
Oh, yeah.
gives.
Oh, yeah. Correct.
He removes everything. So he's
Yeah,
so
yeah.
impressed when he gives.
Then
he says you can only use this on
Yes,
one
it
person.
once, and then he uses it on whom did he use?
Bhima's son.
On Bhima's son, yeah, Gatotgach. He kills Gatotgach with him. He says that if I don't use it on him, anyway we are going to all die.
There will be no war
war,
left.
so there will be no chance to use it on Arjun anyway.
Correct.
So I have to use it right now. Duryodhan didn't want him to use that at that time. Correct. Yeah, remembered. Yeah. So all of these stories are very interestingly intertied with each other.
Yeah.
Very nice. So I think any other question or any other topic we want to discuss?
No questions?
Lakshmi auntie, generally Lakshmi auntie has something to share with us. So we will stop here then, since no one has anything to talk. So we can chant 3 times Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki
Jai.
Antara Srimad Bhagavatam ki
Jai.
Savior of the whole world, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
All glories to the assembled devotees.
Hare Krishna.
All glories to the assembled devotees.
Hare Krishna.
All glories and glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya cha kripa sindhubhya eva cha Vidhanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. We will meet again on next Saturday. Okay. Hare Krishna to you all. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.